Adrian from the Westmont Public Library. One of my favorite memories from my childhood is playing with my dollhouse. My older sister had a dollhouse of her own, and my clumsy little toddler hands kept getting into it. So, my dad took this cabinet, which at the time was being used as a television cabinet, and turned it into a dollhouse for me. I've been fascinated with toy houses and miniature worlds ever since. In fact, sometimes I still play in here. Looking at all the treasures in here, some that are store-bought, some that are handmade, and some that are just found objects from around the house, I thought, how could I make my very own toy house using just common materials? Let me show you what I came up with. First of all, it doesn't have to be a house for dolls. It could be for superheroes, maybe a super secret special hideout. It could be for animals. Some squirrels have moved into my house. Now, how I made this was I just took some shoe boxes and some small cardboard boxes that came in the mail. This is a photo storage box that had lost its top. And I used hot glue to glue them together in a formation that I wanted for my house. So I used hot glue, but I think you could use duct tape or packing tape or just a good strong craft glue. After I put it together, I wanted to decorate it. So I used some wallpaper scraps, some fabric scraps, some felt to cover the walls and the floors. I could also have used paint or construction paper or cardstock. That would have worked too. So after I decorated, I had to get creative with furnishings. I'll show you a couple of things. This is a little sofa. I cut apart an egg carton to make this. Here's a bathtub. It's just part of a Altoids tin with some beads glued onto the bottom, and my squirrel was standing in it. I'll put him back in there. Here's the bathroom sink. This is a shell and I glued it onto a stick. Oh, this is one of my favorites. That's my fireplace. I cut a little hole in a paper cup, and then I put a paper towel tube on top, and for the fire I put in a little battery operated light. Anyway, there's so many things you can do. Like this table over here, it's just a couple of little alphabet blocks. Well, now that I showed you this one, I want to show you another cardboard house you can make. Included in the description of this video is a PDF that has a plan for cutting out a 4-piece toy house using 1/4-inch thick cardboard. Here I have a set all ready to go. This is the floor. It's got the X in the middle. And here is the first wall that goes on. It has the 2 doors in it. If I look down at the bottom on one of the sides, there's a letter A. I'll match it up to the letter A that's on the floor. Slide it in. It's a little bit tricky to get in. There we go. Now, the next wall, it's got the 2 chimneys on it, and it just slides right into this slot. Push it down, and then I have to get it into the slots that are on the bottom. It's a little tricky to get the middle in, but I want to make sure that I get it in to make the house nice and sturdy. Now for the roof. The last piece to go. There are 2 slots that have a C on them. And I'm going to put that right over the chimney. There's one. And there's the other. Down. There we go. And then there's some little tabs on the walls that can go right into the other slots that are on the roof. Okay. My 4-room house is all put together. Now I have to think about decorating it. I do have some materials right here that I can use for decorating, and then I might just look around the house for some other things I can use. I'll be using some important skills to work on this project. Skills that are so important for children of today to practice in order to thrive in this rapidly changing world. Critical thinking, creativity, problem solving, collaboration, all while playing. In fact, play is the best way to practice those skills. So, I'm going to decorate my house and furnish it, and then I'll come back and show you what I came up with. Well, this is what I've done so far. Here we have Farmer Peggy. See how happy she is? She's laying in her bed, but she's happy because she knows that pretty soon she's going to wake up and go into her kitchen where she can sit down, and while she's eating, she can watch her big screen TV up here on the wall. Daniel Tiger will be on. Then, after breakfast, she'll go to her garage and get in her truck, and she'll go to the store so she can get more food for her little pet pony. So I painted the roof, and some of the walls have wallpaper. For the walls that are a different shape, what I did was I lifted up the roof and I put the piece of wallpaper on there and used a pencil to trace the shape, and then I knew how I could cut it out. And I just used craft glue to glue the wallpaper onto the walls and to glue the carpeting on. Let's see, this is just half of a box, and I printed out a picture of Daniel Tiger to put in there for the television. Oh, and let's see what else. This is part of a paper cup here. And the bowl for the pony's food is an acorn cap with some string in it. And then here we have Farmer Peggy again. She's in her little bed. Her bed is just half of a box with some beads glued on for the legs. Well, I hope that you will use your own creativity to make a house for yourself. Have fun. Bye for now.